Good morning, students. We will continue today again chapter 14, compound interest. We have already completed practice set 14.1. So now we know how to calculate amount and interest using compounding formula. Now let's see the applications of the same formula for different word problems. Let's see first one. On the construction work of a flyover bridge, there were 320 workers initially. The number of workers were increased by 25% every year. Find the number of workers after 2 years. So as you can see here, there is an increase of 25% every year. So it is a type of compounding increment. So first of all, you have to write down what is given. The initial numbers will be taken as the P, which we normally write it as principal. So P means the initial numbers. Then rate of interest 25% every year. It is increasing, so there is no sign change. And time is 2 years. So let's write down the formula. You are already familiar with this. A is equal to P, 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. So substituting all the required values, we will simplify. 25 ones are and 25 fours are 100. Now cross multiply. 4 ones are 4 plus 1 5. So you get 5 upon 4 in bracket. So it is a square. So square it. 5 5s are 25. 4 4s are 60. Now you have number here 320. Divide. 16 2s are 32. 16 zeros are 0. So 20 into 25 will give you 500. Remember, units will be according to question. So don't write rupees everywhere. So here we have to write number of workers after 2 years will be 500. This is our final answer. So let's see problem number 2. A shepherd has 200 sheep with him. Find the number of sheep with him after 3 years. If the increase in number of sheep is 8% every year. So here also the initial numbers are 200 sheep. So we will take it as P. Increment is 8% every year and time is 3 years. So again use the same formula. Put all the values. Cross multiply. So you have 200 into 108 3 times because it is cube. So we'll write multiply 3 times. Same in the denominator 100. So 100 2s are 200, then divide by 2, 2 5s are 10, 0, 50. So in denominator you have 15 to 100, that is 5000. And then multiply these three numbers, you will get 1259712. You can divide by 5 and then put decimal points. Okay. So I have taken up to 1 digit of decimal point only. So if I divide by 5, I get 251.9, which is very much close to 252. So approximately we will write 252. So number of sheep after 3 years will be 252. Okay. Now third sum. In a forest there are 40,000 trees. Find the expected number of trees after 3 years if the increase rate is 5% every year. So here also it is increase rate. So write down all the values. Principal, the initial number of trees, rate of increase and the time. Put all the values. You can simplify this by dividing by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 2s are 10. So 1 by 20. Cross multiply. 20 ones are 20 plus 1 gives you 21 by 20 cube. So you have to multiply 3 times. Okay, cancellation of zeros by dividing by 10. Then you can divide it by 2 also. 22s are 40, then 2 10s are 20, and then 2 5s are 10. So finally you get here 5 and all the numbers which are left. Now multiply this together first and then multiply by 9. So you get here 46,305 trees. So write your answer. Expected number of trees after 3 years will be 46,305. Now problem number 4. The cost price of 2,50,000 if the rate of depreciation is 10% per year, find the depreciation in price after 2 years. So depreciation here means decreasing, so it will decrease. So at the rate you have to put minus sign. Remember, normally we write it as plus because it is increasing. In this case it is decreasing depreciation, so you have to write here minus. You will write the formula, and while writing R you have to put minus sign at plus. Okay, so it is a subtraction instead of addition whenever there is loss, decrease or depreciation. So 100 ones are 100 minus 10 will give you 90. So here it is decreased. Zeros getting cancelled. 9 square 9 9s are 81. 10 square 10 10s are 100. So zeros getting cancelled. Multiply this with 81, you will get 2,02,500. So you can see here amount is lesser than principal because it is decreasing. So while writing depreciation, don't write A minus P, instead write P minus A. Okay, and subtract, you will get answer 47,500. So depreciation in price after 2 years will be 47,500. That means that much of amount is decreased. Okay. Now fifth sum. Find the compound interest if the amount of a certain principal after 2 years is 4,036.80 at the rate of 16 PCPA. So students, you can see here principal amount is question mark. This is not given. You have to find out. You know rate as 16, time is 2 years, amount is already given. Write all the formulae. Now this time P, you have to write it as it is. Write value of A, R and N. Okay. First of all, simplify this bracket by cross multiplying and then take this value here. So 100 square will go to the numerator and 116 square will come to the denominator. After calculation, you will get here 3,000 rupees. Okay. So compound interest is amount minus principal. After subtraction, you will get 1,036.80 rupees. Okay. So students, today we have completed 5 sums of exercise 14.2. You have to complete these 5 sums. Along with this, you have to complete the assignments. We will continue this exercise in next class. Okay. Thank you, students.